Day 334. Where do you find peace? This last week, I had three conversations, all related to the same subject: the source in which these individuals turn to for peace and comfort in times of trouble. I thought this was interesting that through my travels across the country and my many discussions that this theme would be so prevalent. That got me to thinking, where do I turn to for peace? And what does that really mean? What is peace? I think finding peace means reaching a state of inner calm, contentment, and balance, regardless of external circumstances. It involves feeling free from anxiety, fear, or conflict, and being in harmony with yourself and the world around you. Peace can manifest in different ways for different people, but it often involves things like acceptance, letting go of things outside of your control, and embracing life as it is, without constantly striving to change everything. Two, mindfulness, being present in the moment, fully aware of your surroundings and experiences without being overwhelmed by past regrets or future anxiety. Three, emotional balance, cultivating emotional resilience where you're not overly reactive to challenges of stress and can maintain a sense of stability even in difficult situations. Uh, Forgiveness, letting go of grudges, anger, resentment towards yourself or others, which allows you to release emotional burdens and find freedom. Five, contentment, feeling satisfied with what you have. Recognize that fulfillment doesn't come solely from material possessions or achievements, but from appreciating the present and your own journey you're on. Six, self compassion, being kind to yourself, accepting your imperfections, and understanding that growth and healing are an ongoing process. So there was three people I encountered this week. Person number one, the soul who found music. During a dinner discussion with a friend at work, we got into an exciting discussion on the role of music in our lives. This person gave me a particular music selection that he found emotionally moving and that had deeply resonated with him. It was a song that was played by an expert musician from India and had a hauntingly yet deeply inspiring tonality that awakened something within him. On the plane home, I listened to the song on a loop for several times. And you know what? I found peace as well. Perhaps I should learn to listen to different music as a way to gain perspective and therefore peace. Person number two, the soul who found Jesus. I was at a family party yesterday and conversed with one of my wife's cousins. He is a fun character with a colorful history and many stories. During that conversation, he said that he had found the place that he had turned to for peace, which was Jesus. He is now a full-time pastor at a church, and that has turned into a wellspring of reassurance and comfort to him. He led a troubled life before, but now has found peace in what he does for the tiny little desert community that he lives in. If you asked him this question, I think we would know what he would say. I thought about his passion and commitment and thought to myself, I certainly profess to have faith, but do I actually turn to it as a source of comfort? I think I do, but perhaps not enough. It is one thing to claim that you believe, it's quite another to make it part of your life. Person number three, the soul who likes to fish. The third person found the source of peace from a completely different source than the other two: fishing. He related a great episode of being at a sea catching a large bluefin and nearly being thrown overboard as he fought the waves in a small craft. He told the story of seasickness and catching fish almost larger than his boat with a sense of wonder and glee in his demeanor. He said he loves to be out on the water catching fish. This gives him a connection to nature, and something about the waves, the wind, and the sea spray washes all of his earthly woes away. That got me to thinking, maybe I need to spend more time fishing or doing whatever hobby I enjoy. As the week wrapped up, I reflected on the message being sent to me through these three. Perhaps I should listen and figure out how to incorporate a source of peace in my life to help with fears, anxiety, and daily stressors. These three people represented an excellent selection of places to explore: music, faith, and nature.